A significant update has been made to the shallow workings layers of 10 goldfield districts. Using government LiDAR data, areas have been identified where concentrated mining activity occurs. LiDAR is an aerial survey that penetrates dense tree canopies and captures precise ground elevations and can identify mining activities such as shallow workings and shafts. An additional 3,500 areas have been included in the maps, and numerous existing shallow workings have been expanded to include the LiDAR data. Shallow workings layers are being colour-coded to distinguish from the existing shallow workings and the newly added LiDAR data. So let's have a quick look at some of these. Here's a rat. LiDAR data here. Click on there. And that shows additional areas that have been added. We'll have a quick look in satellite view. There we are there. So there's our rat. We'll look at a Avoca. LiDAR data. New areas have been added to Avoca. Plenty of new areas to prospect. So the existing red areas are what's shown on the historic geological maps and also on GeoVic. But there's quite a few new areas that have not been recorded, and this LiDAR data picks it up. Now let's have a look at Bendigo. One of those. Areas around Bendigo. Prospecting. And it's all on Crown land. The LiDAR data refers to the workings on Crown land. Castlemaine. What's a place to go prospecting in Castlemaine? There's some out of the way areas that people might not have gone to and prospected in the modern times. Look at infield. A lot of new areas added to infield. I think I might have to go out prospecting myself tomorrow and check some of these areas out. Nice, good. Yeah, areas around Rushworth added. In fact, on many maps there are more LiDAR areas than there are existing or old shallow workings marked. Here's Linton. Look at the areas there. Fair bit of work been put into creating these areas. A few days in front of the computer, that's for sure. And look at Wedderburn. Few areas in Wedderburn and Tarnagalla. Milling. And Yandoit to to Stieglitz. There's around about 700 additional areas being added here. Now this is around Lau, where there's no information on existing maps. The areas around Glenlyon, Lionville, previously recorded. Barkstead. Let's have a look at a couple of specific areas. Here's Voca. Duns Reef. 18 ounces of gold found there. Shallow workings. Showing the LiDAR data. Let's click on the quartz reefs. Now, people who've used these maps will know that the quartz reefs have been colour coded to show reefs that have been worked and those that have not, and also the mines have been colour coded to show whether they are reef or alluvial gold. Right, now I'll have a look at Linton. The shallow workings. Possum Gully Road. There are a few areas where you're not allowed to prospect in Linton. Where's the one? Let's have a look here. Here's an area here, which is the Linton Flora Reserve. You're not allowed to prospect there, so that's one advantage of the Parks Vic maps. Now I'll have a quick look at Heathcote. What have we got here? Chapman's Reef, beautiful Venice Reef. Right, there we go. Beautiful Venice Reef, and you can actually get directions to the reefs or to the areas. So here's a how you go and find that location using Google Maps. You can send it to your phone, copy the link, but if you're using your mobile phone for navigation purposes, it will take you right there. Right. So there we have the updates to the shallow workings areas.